Hello and welcome to another vlog. As you can tell from the title, we're going to go through a full-on Bodybuilder Ballerina Leg Day. And we're starting off with the ballerina part. As you can see, we're here in the studio today. We're not in my kitchen, we're not at the gym. We're here at the dance studio, and I'm so excited to take y'all through a little ballet training session. And then I'm just going to get into everything, mind muscle connection, body connection, artistry, and how it's going to play into this bodybuilding prep. We are a little under 6 weeks out now, feeling amazing, and I'm just gonna take you along for a little training sesh, so come with me. For those of you that know me, you know that I've been doing ballet since I was 2, and so I'm gonna take you through what leg training kind of looks like for me. And so I don't always come in here and do ballet before leg day, but I really wanna get more into the studio and go back to my roots, because that's how I feel like I connect to my legs, I connect to my body just so much better. Going back to the fundamentals. And yes, I'm in white shoes today, but I just miss them. I miss the art form, and I'm just excited to take y'all along for a little ballet training session. And then we're gonna hit legs after this. Jumping right in, we're getting started at the ballet bar and with a quick little bicep pump. I used to do this all the time as a kid, and of course I'm still doing it now. Getting started with bar training, every time we start a session, we're gonna start with introducing into the movement. I'm beginning with plies, which is the slight bend going straight over the toes, and then I come collect, and my arm is flowing throughout each bend and movement. Going into the grand plie, which just means big plie, my knees are going straight over the toes, and then I press all the way back up. I like to add in a stretching section into my plies and usually my first session at the bar so that I get a full body stretch and I really get the blood flowing and my body really waking up. Then as I transition to the next position, I'm gonna keep my arm flowing and keep it a continuous movement. I'm now repeating the same thing in now second position. Here, going into the grand plie, I'm going a little bit deeper so that I'm really stretching out my hips and really pressing all the way through. And then my stretch here is also going to be different as I want to get every side of my torso and my body stretched, so I'm stretching in and away from the bar. Keeping this fluid movement, and with the music, I just want to feel it through and just really connect to my body throughout each of these moves. Then I collect and finish how I started. Next, I'm hitting my ankles and calves going into a demi point and then stretching all the way up to straight legs, and then I'm going to reverse this sequence, bending the knees, bending through the foot, and then collecting again. This is one of my favorite warm-ups as it requires you to have really good control and to press through the ankle and then connect the sequence all the way through your legs. Strong ankles and joint control is one of the fundamentals of ever training your legs and training ballet. Now that we're warm, I'm going to go into a little bit of stretching at the bar. I'm placing my leg up on the bar and then bending my bottom knee in that plie, and then I'm going to stretch over and just sit in the stretch for just a little bit. Coming out of this stretch, I'm going to engage through my hip and hold my leg static in the air for as long as I can. I then will shift and repeat this to the side as well, and I do this on both legs, really feeling through this bend and then really engaging and stretching up and over so I really connect and feel through my hamstrings. Now we're going to build some ballerina calves. We're going into a releve, which means to rise. I'm pulling through the calf muscle. I'm imagining there's a string going all the way through my ankle, all the way up, and I'm just bringing it up and then down nice and securely. The secret to building good calves and strong ankles is control. Good, slow, and fluid movement, especially on the way down. You want to have good control the entire time. Hot take, but having weak calves and ankles is holding you back from so much progress. Engaging in mobility is so productive. It's going to help you in your range of motion, your stability, and your overall joint control. And while you don't have to be in point shoes or be a ballerina, it's just the little steps to know control and to really connect with your body that is going to take you all the steps further. The next move we're going into is the rond de jambe. This is all about flow and connectivity, and this is going to translate into posing routines and overall posing flow. The move starts with a tendu where we point our toe in front of us and then we're making a half circle all the way through. And then we connect and come back and repeat that same half circle. I love teaching rond de jambes, particularly grand rond de jambes, where I'm going to do a reverse one here, where you see my arm fully stretch out and then I complete the same circle. Having that same connectivity and flow through both limbs on each side helps your brain really connect and really know where your body is going and still have that same type of fluid and movement throughout both sides. Since I feel super loose from this movement, I'm going to go up and I'm going to just hit an extra stretch just because you can never really get enough stretch when you're training ballet and overall just training your body. And of course, making it pretty because it's all about presentation. Now I'm stepping out to the center and I'm just gonna train some of my favorite ballet moves, things like jumps, échappés, and just really getting back into my pointe shoes and just connecting with my body after this really great bar warm-up. Since I haven't been really training ballet, particularly pointe, I'm just easing myself back in and hitting the easy things so I really master the basics back and just get comfortable being in pointe shoes again. Okay, and so I'm wrapping up here at the studio. I'm gonna do a little bit more stretching and then I'm gonna take you through a full warm-up over at the gym and we're gonna dive into a quad-focused leg day. But let's build some Bodybuilder Ballerina legs. I forgot to make my intro before I got here, so I'm about to do some science. I don't know, not even. Okay, let's dive into leg day. And if you're not dressed like a little boy on leg day, are you even taking this seriously? Well, I am, and a serious leg day starts off with a serious warm-up. I know we just started in the studio, but going into training, I want to really warm up, especially my hip flexors, my quads, my hamstrings, literally everything in my lower body. I start off with this really weird cross-hack squat, and I go in, switch in my knee so I really stretch out my hip, and then I'm going back and forcing myself to really control and feel out all of these muscles. You'll see I'm keeping this movement fluid and I'm constantly moving, getting my body really warm. I'm not holding the stretch for too long and I'm focusing more on really engaging and getting that part of my body ready to go. I have some of the worst hips ever, so I take extra time to really get my hips warmed up as open as possible. Even though I don't really have a lot of squat movements, I want to make sure I'm giving my hips the best chance to stay safe, to stay warm, and to stay engaged. And this is a quad-focused leg day, so I'm taking extra time to make sure my quads are locked and loaded. This is kind of a weird-looking movement, but it's one of my favorites to get my quads really stretched, but also engaged as I go into these following movements. Your knees are also incredibly important when it comes to leg day training. Go check out my little knee mobility video on both my TikTok and my Instagram. These are so helpful. Now my last warm-up going into leg day training, I'm going to start with some good old walking lunges, just nice and slow, getting the blood going. My first exercise for this leg day is going to be the hip abductors and adductors, and if you're not fighting it to really get the biggest stretch possible, you're not stretching enough. Thanks to my mobility and also my warm-up, I'm able to get a really good stretch on this and thus get a much better contraction and get more out of these muscles. I always train hip abductors and adductors first, as I feel like I can get the best connection through my hip flexors and my joints there. Training these muscles are also super important for injury prevention, but also stability and even the shape and how your legs are going to look. So don't be skipping them. On the abductors too, I lean forward just a little bit here so I can get a little bit extra out of that muscle. And on these, I'm not going too crazy heavy. I'm just working on stimulating and get some blood flow and connection into those areas. Now it gets fun. We're hitting our quads, so we're using this plate-loaded leg extension that I absolutely love. It lets you pick where the most tension is going to be in the movement. Leg extensions are one of the best movements possible to grow your quads, but again, it's all about the control and really connecting to those muscles. You'll see I use a little bit more power as I come all the way up, but on the down, I try and control it as much as possible. I also flex my feet, so I have that little bit of extra tension and I'm keeping my legs in the same plane. You're not gonna see my hips thrust up, you're not gonna see my knees move in or out. I'm keeping my body in the same plane and holding myself down into this movement even when it gets hard. Next is the beautiful hack squat. I'm keeping my feet closer together and then also further down on the platform. On this movement, I think about my knees going straight over my toes and even pressing out just slightly. I'm not gonna let my back bend, and I'm thinking about keeping myself in a straight line going down at the diagonal. And once again, I cannot stress this enough, take care of your knees, and this movement is going to be 10 times better, as well as ankle mobility, because you can see I get that full depth, and then I'm getting so much more out of this lift rather than if I was all stiff and couldn't get down. This was one of my warm-up sets, but as you can see from my face that I'm still giving this as much effort and power as if it was a top set. Your warm-up sets need to be taken seriously and really connect and give it your best. Next on the menu is a single leg press. This is literally my favorite leg movement of all time. Similar to the hack squat, we want to make sure our knees are going straight over the toes, and I'm also bracing by utilizing the handles by my side. I swear by single leg movements as it allows you to really connect and focus on just one leg at a time, and it can also reveal if you have some weaknesses or strengths on either leg. Bodybuilding is all about symmetry, and we want to make sure that we're staying balanced and that we're looking good, and we don't just have like one leg that's a lot bigger than the other. Foot placement on this is also super important. As you can see, my foot is further down on the platform and it's slightly turned out as my knee goes straight over the toe. This is for my quad focus. But if I wanted to get more of a glute focus, I would have my foot higher on the platform and I'd even get just a little bit more depth so I'm really engaging, and then I can push through the glute and the hamstring. One thing I love about my gym is that all these leg pieces I need are literally all in one little area. This is such a cheat code. Next, we're hopping into the plate-loaded hamstring curl. I really hate lying hamstring curls, but they've really grown on me recently. I really like how I'm getting this full stretch. I'm controlling it all the way down and then squeezing at the very top. You don't want to be forcing it to where the buoy is bouncing on you. Weird, but I'm getting that full stretch and then I'm utilizing each little bit of my hamstring. I really warmed up my hamstrings super well, got a great stretch out of them, so they're all fired up and connected. And so I'm just getting so much out of this lift. I'm bracing myself in and just squeezing all the way through the movement. Now we're hitting the Bulgarian setup from hell. I have my foot rest and my foot elevation, and we're gonna hit some really crazy Bulgarians, but this is how you're gonna build some crazy glutes. Watch my setup here as I place my back foot first. I then sit on that foot, straighten out my supporting leg, and then I transfer my weight on right there, and that's gonna give you the best leverage to hit a Bulgarian split squat. The key to Bulgarians in any leg movement is all about control. Think about connecting and really pressing through the heel of your foot on this movement. You also want to think about keeping your core engaged and your spine aligned. You don't want to put too much weight on that back foot. You want to have everything stacked evenly right on top of your torso, and then your knee goes straight over your toe, and then you're pressing through that leg all the way through the glutes, through the hamstrings, and even the quads a little bit. And if my face after this warm-up set wasn't scary enough, rolling this 100-pound plate back was honestly the scariest thing. I genuinely thought I was going to lose my toes at some point. Now, if my glutes weren't already obliterated, we're going into some glute kickbacks just to finish off. And yeah, I hit these like a true ballerina. I'm thinking about fully squeezing and controlling the leg all the way up, but at least I'm not pointing my toe. I think about using my glute as a pulley system. I'm thinking about using that top part of my glute, squeezing all the way up and then resisting it as it comes down. Also, one of the best gym investments I've ever made is getting my own ankle straps. Mine are from Better Bodies, and I genuinely love these so much. They're so easy to store, they're so cute, and I don't have to share them with anyone, which has honestly been the best thing ever. Okay, so I'm about to run through a few rounds of posing. Pump cover is off. But as I was putting on my heels to start posing, I literally just broke the strap off my heel. So today is gonna be a little balance test to see how well I can pose with just one strap. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair yet for the show, so it's just gonna be down. We're rocking the side part. But we got a little asymmetrical fit on today. I actually really like this color. I really love this right now. Going into some posing, we're hitting our individual routine. Having a strong individual routine is so important because this is the first look the judges are really going to get of you. It's important to make a good first impression, but also to not look scared or take too much time up on the stage. You want to display your best strengths and hide your weaknesses. But it's also a great opportunity to show some personality and show who you are so that you're not getting lost in a lineup. Over the years, I've definitely added my own little personal twist to my posing routine, and of course, I've just added a little bit of extra flair as I've gotten more confident with each season. This has been one of my new favorite poses because I feel like my X-frame has just really filled out, especially after this last off-season. I feel like my front pose has always been my weakest, but I've been just training it and just really growing into it, and I honestly really love my front pose now, and I'm not letting my insecurities get the best of me anymore. I'm a pro, and I gotta act like it.
Your YouTube video that they did for you is like top 2 female YouTube videos ever to be like made.
What?
They were talking about you in the morning meeting this morning.
No way.
Yeah, like obviously got some better.
Have I not checked it recently? I didn't know it was doing that good.
Yeah, it's doing like really.
No way.
Yeah. You, Kate Carroll, and Amanda Almodovar have like spiked the Better Bodies YouTube.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys.
That's sick.
Yeah,
What?
they love you.
Really?
They really love you.
Yeah, I'm glad they don't hate me.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, that was some really fun news to receive. I was literally stunned, but I've just been loving working with Better Bodies. This is one of my favorite pieces from them that I'm wearing right now. And if you want to save some money and support me, go get some Better Bodies and Gasp apparel and use code BBB. Save some money and support me in the process. Okay, so we are done with the leg day. That was such an amazing workout. Got to do some ballet beforehand, and I really hope you all learned something from this and that you just enjoyed the video. I had a lot of yap, I have a lot of things to say all the time, and prep is going good. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm at a really good mental space with this prep, and I'm just excited to get home. Crazy leg day. I'm gonna show how many calories I burned from that workout, how many steps I'm already at today. So I'm gonna take the rest of the day to chill, just rest. I'm probably gonna take a bath tonight because I am so tapped, and I have a photo shoot tomorrow, which I might vlog. I may not, it may just be on my Instagram. But really good leg day today, just really good day in general. I feel amazing. I'm so blessed. Remember, Jesus loves you. The fact that you woke up today is a blessing. You have a purpose. You are important. Just wanted to add that in there, and I'm gonna have a great rest of my day, and I hope you do too. Thanks for tuning in for another video.